Mossberg, the kings of variation. During our recent visit with this Model 146BA, we learned that the specific variations attached to the A subvariant are a round bolt handle and a specific sight, the S137. It replaced the S107 sight that was already in use on the previous variant. We had a period-correct Mossberg 4D 4-power scope mounted on the rifle here. And beautiful and functional as it was, the call to return it to its original BA configuration was strong. So, we found an S137 sight. And we're back to bring this rifle home. Let's get started. Milsurp Garage. So yeah, we're back with the 146BA. Here's our page here from the Mossberg chronology. And this 146BA fit right in here with bolt action tube fed. Here we got bolt action box fed, semi-auto, tube fed through the stock. Got single shot down here. So many of these variants, they're so cool, but we have an opportunity here to bring this one back to originality. And the way I look at it, I have a period Mossberg scope here that, I mean, could knock around on this whole page if we really wanted to. So I figured it'd just be nice to have the original sight, since this round bolt handle here and the original 137 sight are really the things that set this model apart. So with the scope here, I actually have made some changes since the video. First of all, it was way too far forward, so I had to really push my face way up into the back of the rifle to get the proper view here. And by moving it back, definitely helped out. And also I spaced out the mounts a little bit better here, so it's not at all blocking the ejection port here, and also the bolt handle can come up. Not that it was hitting, but look how close that's got to be a millimeter, maybe even less, away from hitting here now, with this one pushed nice forward right up there. What's nice about these is these outside screws that you see here are what locate the mount to the scope. I could leave those alone, and just by taking these off would remove the scope but leave the mounts in their proper locations like this. So once again, I'm looking now through my bits here to find one. You frequently see these types of screws galled up, and the trick to not galling them up is to use a gunsmithing bit set. Find the right bit. When you find the right bit, it should stand right up in the slot, just like that. So you know you're not going to make any marks. We have one here. And we have one here. These two loose. There we go. See these lines? These lines are so pretty. Scopes are nice, but there's just something about open sights, especially with you know, a long rifle like this that's just, I can't even explain it. It's just the contour of it is so beautiful. So here's the two mounting holes right here. Let's get the scope out of the way for now. We're not going to need this bit anymore, so let's put this bit away, but we're definitely going to need another one, and we'll pick it right now. So here's the sight I found. Didn't pay a lot of money for it. The thing about these that's tough, you could find these sights here and there, but to find the mounting screws, that's the big deal. And to find mounting screws that, once again, aren't dogged. Let's get a, I haven't done anything to this yet, so let me just get a cloth out here. Let's get it up on a cloth. Let's get this and this. Let's just lower hairs. Let's just clean this up a little bit. Let's make sure we're getting a nice rust-free underneath here so that it we know it's protected when we put it on. It seems to be screwed, it's adjustable here for windage and elevation on there. We're going to have to move that more towards the middle. I'm going to just to make sure you don't have anything inside the screw. Yeah, we do. See that? Let's get that out of there. Definitely had some junk in there. All right, let's find the proper bit for this guy now. I'm thinking maybe this guy. That's a little too wide. How about this guy? I think this will be it. Really? Oh no, there we go. Is that good? Yes, that is fitting in there nicely. So what we want to do is, let's take the screw, the driver, show you how insane we're going to get. You guys want to come along for the rides, you'll come along for the rides. Show you how we do this. What did I just do? What we do with it is we lose what we just put together. All right. What we do here is grab this with our fingers. See that dirt that's on there in that spot right there? That's what just came out of these threads. Squeeze it nice and tight. Get it in there. Once again, clean out those threads. Yep. So now they're gone. Get in here. It's pretty clean. Sometimes with these stuff that you get online, you really got to go nuts. But this isn't bad. Does this fit in here? It does. Let's see if I could just do this by hand. Yeah. So we're just going to line this back up in the middle again. And move the gun. Right there. Yep. And get in here again, so just to make sure that that screw slot is cleaned. Now, what we want to do is we're going to take the rifle. Fill these up with a little bit of oil. Just let that sit for a minute. Have this little baby 22 patch. And this tool right here. I love this tool. This is a great tool. I think it's going to fit in here. I hope so. Yep. And what we do is we want to go as if we're unscrewing so that we pull the dirt out. Okay. Once again, as if we're unscrewing. Pull the dirt out. Just a little bit of that oil to get on top of here. Now, the configuration of this guy. The configuration is that it sits this way with this ramp going, I believe, like this. That's how it sits. So let's first we just need the bit. And let's hope that you know, we got the right we got the right stuff here. With all these Mossberg variants, I wouldn't be surprised if there were different size sight screws for some reason, but I hope these are beautiful. They're going right in nice. Sorry if I'm blocking you guys. I got that 9 camera setup on order. As soon as we get it, I'll let you know. It was this way, right? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, see it right there, middle notch. Now with these, you do not want to go nuts. Just a little. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the actual screwdriver now, but believe me, I'm barely going to be torquing this just till it stops. That's a good way to figure out how tight you need to go. Just turn till it'll stop. It'll literally just stop, and then you don't want to turn it any more than that. Just let it stop. Let the screw stop. That's going to tell you when it's tight enough. And there it is, in all its glory. That is what the 146 BA is supposed to look like, ladies and gentlemen. What a thing of beauty. This thing shoots like a dream. It never has a problem loading, ejecting. The mag tube has a huge capacity. And that loads smooth. These iron sights like this is a perfect sight picture. It's fun to play with the different apertures. Every single one looks cool through the iron sights. Easy to pick up the front blade. The globe sight fits in there nicely with the way the rear sight looks. I love this thing so much. I'm gonna find a set of those Mossberg sling swivels for it. Not cheap, but I'm gonna find a set of those sling swivels. See if I can even find one of these original Mossberg slings or something that comes close to it. This is one of my favorites here. I realize now I have enough of these Mossbergs where I should just do one big Mossberg video, just comparing all of them. Maybe that would probably be a good idea. But what a collection to have these Mossbergs. They really are a wonderful rifle to collect. To think I didn't even pay $200 for this thing. I mean, every once in a while you do see guys asking outrageous prices, but for the most part, I noticed that these Mossbergs are always on the shelf pretty reasonable. And like this one, it did need some repair. Nothing was really broken, but if you take a look back at the 2 videos back at the Mossberg 146B8 video that I did on the rifle, it needed it needed to be put together. Somebody shoved all the parts inside the receiver and just threw a screw through it, and nothing was arranged or put together properly, and it just needed a little bit of help, which sometimes when you get these things off the shelf, that's what they need. You know, that's why they ended up in a gun store bargain rack in the first place. And as you get familiar with them, these little idiosyncrasies that might cause somebody else to get rid of one is something that you're used to, and you could easily refurbish or fix or rearrange to get it working perfectly. And there you go. That's where the bargains come from. But not always. Sometimes they're there and they work and they're fine. I've seen that too. So you never know what you get when you come home with these, and you certainly can't go back and complain if you're getting something super cheap like that. You're kind of just getting them as what they call gunsmith specials. I love those gunsmith specials, though. My favorite. So all in all, this thing gets a 9.5 out of 10. And the only reason it doesn't get a 10 out of 10, I'm reserving that 0.5, is because you never know what's around the corner. So go ahead and do us a favor and click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's do all we can to keep gun channels, especially this one, alive and well on YouTube. Gotta love it. I just really didn't think we'd be able to finish our business with this rifle without the sight on here. The proper S137 sight, the Mossberg 146BA. See you all next time.